everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe, and if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video I'm going to be doing my May empties and products that came into my collection for May. This is going to be a long video because I do have quite a few empties this month, but I also have a lot that came into my collection. So the whole reason I'm starting to do the products that came into my collection again is because I really need to cut down on what I'm bringing in, and I'm hoping doing this will keep me accountable to not bring so much in. Fingers crossed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my empties because I know not everyone wants to see the products that have come in. So the way that I do my empties is I put them into different categories, so makeup, skincare, body care, hair care and miscellaneous, and then at the end I put a total on the screen for the month, and then at the end of the year I do a total for the entire year. So I have something for each of the categories this month. So let's start with makeup. So I have quite a few things to talk about in the makeup category. So the first one is a mascara. So this is the Pixi by Petra Large Lash Mascara. And this is what the wand looks like. So this was actually not a bad mascara. I only use my mascaras for 3 months, so this is why this one is now finished, because I've used it for 3 months. This was not a bad mascara at all. I went into it thinking I wasn't, going to like it. I just thought it'd be okay. But I actually did really enjoy this. I found it did lengthen really well, but I wouldn't really say it volumized. But if I were to get this in my collection again, I would absolutely use it. It was one I did enjoy. But I don't think I would buy this one again because I could spend a little bit more and buy one that I know I do really enjoy that does lengthen and volumize. So yeah, but I would definitely use it again if it came in my collection. The next one I have is the Collagen Lip Bath by Charlotte Tilbury. This one is in Peachy Plump. So I did have this in a project to finish it. I wouldn't buy this again. I used it because it was in my collection. I got this in a mystery box. I wouldn't feel like I would need to go out and buy it again. I do like Charlotte Tilbury products, but this is one I feel like I could pass on. But it was nice when I used it, just not something I feel like I would need to get again. The next product is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Finishing Powder, but I actually used it as a bronzer. So as you can see, it is completely empty. So that means I've finished a bronzer this year, which makes me so happy because I've reached my goal of finishing a bronzer. This year I do want to finish a bronzer, a blush and a highlight if I can, so I've already reached one of them, which I'm so pleased about. This was quite powdery, so it really didn't take me that long to finish this, and when I had it in a project it already had pan. But yeah, I'm so pleased I've managed to finish a bronzer. Not one I feel like I would need to get again. I have others that I find are my favourite more than this, but it was still good to use, and I do have another one of these in my collection that I am going to use. This one was in 001 Ivory, that one's in 002 Honeycomb, so I'm not sure if it's going to work for me, but I'm going to give it a go. I have finished this one now, so that's one less bronzer in my collection. And that is all of the makeup products I finished, but I'm so pleased with that because it's not often I finish a bronzer or a lip product. I mean, it is quite often I do finish a mascara, well, at least every 3 months. But these two products I feel really good in finishing in May. Now let's move on to skincare. So the first thing I have is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Gummy Bear. I really wasn't sure whether to put this in my makeup category or my skincare category because I do count it towards my end of year makeup. So maybe I should have put this in makeup, but anyway, this is my favourite Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. It just smells so good. It smells like grapes. And it reminds me of my childhood. I think I mentioned this in one of my videos, how when I was little, I used to go to this fair that used to come to my hometown every year. And you used to be able to get like these balls that smelled like fruit. And it had it was on like a wire that you used to be able to like bounce. And it just smells exactly like one of those, and I would absolutely be buying this in a full size. I just love the formula of the lip mask. I found my lips are very hydrated after using it. The next product I have is just a little sample, but it was the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil Facial Cleanser. I love this. I loved it. I managed to get, I think, 2 uses out of this. and I would absolutely buy this again. I felt like it did such a good job of removing my makeup, and also just my skin felt so soft after using it, and absolutely would be something I would get again. Next thing I have is a little sample of the Cooler Sun Silk Drops sunscreen. So this is what they look like. I got this as like a free gift when I spent so much. This was okay. I wouldn't say it was my favourite. The Ultra Sun one is still my absolute favourite, and I will be buying that one again soon. But these were okay. I find that this did take a while to absorb into the skin, but my makeup still looked good with this underneath, so I used it, but not something I would get again. Another SPF that I would potentially get again is this one from e.l.f. This is the Sun Touchable Wow Glow. I did enjoy this one, and I loved the tint that it put on my skin. Like sometimes if I want wearing makeup, this just made my skin look like I'd done something at least. So I'm definitely interested in trying the Ultra Sun tinted one to see whether it gives me the same effect. And if I'm not the biggest fan of that one, I will just buy this again because I did enjoy it. This was definitely a lot thicker of a formula though compared to the Ultra Sun one, which I think is definitely more of a thinner formula. Not too thin, but definitely thinner. But yeah, I did enjoy this one, and I would potentially pick it up again. The next one I have is the Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum. So I had really high hopes for this because in the past, have noticed massive differences with my skin using Murad. This unfortunately did nothing. I used this morning and night towards the end, and I noticed it didn't change any of my lines under my eyes. I mean, I do have smile lines, which I'm not going to get rid of, and I'm also not going to not be happy and smile. So I will have those, but I'm okay with that. But I did try these on there just to kind of see, and I didn't really notice any difference, so this wouldn't be something I would get again. The next thing I have is this from Nux. This is the Very Rose 3-in-1 Soothing Micellar Water. I really do enjoy this. I've had a few of these now, and I usually put these in my travel skincare bag to take traveling with because they're the perfect size. I don't have any more of these now. But I did enjoy these. I think though I'd most probably just buy the Garnier Micellar Water for travelling because it will be cheaper than buying this, but I did enjoy this, and if I were to get it in my collection again, I would definitely use it. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of rose scents, but I find that this one wasn't too bad. Really small, really strong of rose. I most probably wouldn't have used it. But yeah, this wasn't too bad, but I think I would most probably buy a Garnier one over this just because of the price. The next thing I have is this from Innercare. This is the Photo Fuse Renew Serum. So I'm not the biggest fan of Innercare products, and going into this one as well, I thought, I'm not sure what I'm going to think to this, but you know what, this one wasn't bad. Again, it wasn't the best serum I've ever tried, like the Origins Panscription one, which is one of my favourites, but this one wasn't bad. So if I were to get it again, I would most probably keep it compared to the other Innercare products that I'd most probably just pass along to family and friends. But yeah, this one wasn't bad. I don't think I would purposely go out and buy it, but if I were to get it, I would definitely use it. The next thing I have is a product I would definitely buy again by Drunk Elephant. It was the F-Balm Electrolyte Water Facial. So this is what it looks like. I love this. I loved the way that it made my skin feel, and my skin absolutely loved it as well. It soaked it up. This is expensive. Very expensive, but I loved the way that my skin felt after using it, so I would absolutely buy it again when I need an overnight cream. But yeah, absolutely loved this. This was the first Drunk Elephant product I tried as well, so I definitely want to try some other ones to see whether it's just a brand that I do enjoy, but really did enjoy that one. The next thing I have is a moisturiser from Polar. This was the Northern Lights Smoothing Cream. I'm really glad I've got all of these out of my collection now because I'm just not the biggest fan of Polar products. Again, they're another brand that I just think are okay. Not something I would get again, and I'm glad I've got all of my Polar products out of my collection, I think, hopefully. So the next thing I have is from Gatineau Paris. This was the Radiance Enhancing Gommage. So I actually use this as an exfoliator. Not quite sure whether that's how I was meant to use it, but that's how I used it. This was definitely more of a gentle exfoliator, I found. Again, not something I would get again. I don't think I would really buy any exfoliators at the moment. I think the only one that I found that I did enjoy was by Grown Alchemist. But again, very pricey. But I finished it, but not something I would get again. And then last but no means least, for skincare, I have the Sensory Retreats Amorize Self-Heating Eye Mask. I absolutely love these. These are my favourite eye masks. And I find that when I've got a headache, these just really help to ease it. Before, I would have always said I'd have these in my collection. However, my sister bought me like a reusable one that I can either have hot or cold. So I don't know if I'd buy these anymore, because I can just use the reusable one. But whilst I have these in my collection, I will use them, and I just think they are so beautiful. I really do enjoy those. So that is all of my skincare. Now let's move on to body. Ooh, I don't actually have anything for hair care this time. I thought I had something for everything, but no, I don't have anything for hair care. So let's move on to body. So I do have a couple of bath bombs. So the first one was the Lavender Breeze Bath Bomb. I'm not the biggest fan of lavender. If anything, I feel like that's the scent that I dislike the most. It just makes me feel quite unwell. But this one wasn't that bad. I thought it was a nice bath bomb. Not something I would get again though, just because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of lavender. And then the next bath bomb was from Relax and Revive, I think. It was a mango bath bomb, and I really did enjoy this one. And I would most probably pick that one up over the lavender one because I much prefer the scent of mango. I then have a Baylis and Harding You Are Magic Bath Sprinkles in Unicorn Candy. So I got a bunch of these at Christmas from my parents. I'm not the biggest fan of bath salts, but if I have them in my collection, I will use them. Oh, sorry, bath sprinkles. That's what they are. But yeah, I used them up. I think I got maybe 3 or 4 baths from this. And I have some more upstairs, and I also have a bubble bath in this as well. So these were okay to use. Not something I'll go out and get again though, because I'm just not a big bath salt fan. I then have a bubble bath. So this is from Sunday Rain. This was mango and coconut. There is a little bit in here, but I have tried to get everything out of this that I could. This, just for some reason, I can't get it out. Not the biggest fan of these. I bought these in TK Maxx when I was in London a few years ago because I needed to just buy something to get a bag. So I just bought a set of 3 of these. These come out like jelly, so they come out in huge chunks, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it. It smelled nice though. Yeah, this did actually smell really nice, but I wish you wouldn't get them again, just because, like I said, they come out in huge chunks. I've used them all up now. This was the last one, so I wouldn't get those ones again. The next product I have is the Body Shop British Rose Shower Scrub. So not the biggest fan of the scent of this, because like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of rose, and this one did smell quite strongly of rose, but I used it. However, shower scrub wise, I thought it was a nice shower scrub. Wasn't too harsh, but wasn't too gentle either. I would get the actual Body Shop scrubs again, just not in this scent. And then last but no means least, for the body category, I have my ScentAddict subscription, which I get each month. I pay £12 for an 8ml sample of a perfume. I can't remember what this one was. This could have been, I don't know, February, Marches, maybe. So the one I have here is Gucci Bamboo, and I did like this one. I don't think it would be something I would put into my wish list, because I usually only put things in there that I absolutely love. And I did like this one, but yeah, I think it's just different to the type of scents that I usually enjoy. But I did enjoy it, I just don't think it would be something I would like put in a wish list and ask for. And now let's move on to miscellaneous. I have 3 things in miscellaneous. So the first thing I have is the This Works Stress Check CBD Face Shield. I did not like this. I'm not the biggest fan of This Work like products and the way that they smell. They're just not for me. Like I mentioned earlier, usually they have lavender in them or something like that, and it just makes me not really enjoy the scent of them. This one was meant to like help like with stress and you spray it on your face. I did start with that, but I didn't like the way that I just didn't like the way that this felt on the skin, so I ended up using this as a room spray. Not something I would get again. I then have this one from Plantopia. This was the Rest and Sleep Lights Out Face and Space Mist. Again, a product that I just don't really feel like I need in my collection, but because I have them, I use them. My partner really did not like the smell of this either. He was like, can you stop spraying that on the bed? Because he just was not the biggest fan of the scent of this, and I don't blame him because I wasn't either. In the end, I just ended up using this as a room spray for my office. And then last but no means least, I have a candle, and this is the Swizzlers Refreshers Lemon Scented Candle. Oh my god, this smells so good and smell exactly like these sweets, which I absolutely love these sweets. And this was such an affordable candle. I don't think it was any more than £5. And I mean, it burnt well. As you can see, there is a lot there, which I will try and dig out. I remember like my partner coming down and saying, you can really smell this candle. So I think for the price, it was absolutely brilliant, and I would pick up this again, and also the other Swizzlers ones if they've got any. Was really pleasantly surprised by that because it is super affordable. So that is it. That is my empties. So on the screen, I'll put the total for May. I feel really happy about how much I've used up in May. Hopefully I can use up a few things in June, but I will be going away on holiday in June for a week. So I might maybe not use a huge amount. But yeah, really pleased with how much I've used in May. And now let's move on to the products that came into my collection. And like I said, there is a lot. I'm most probably not going to go into too much detail about everything because we have a lot to get through. Okay, so let's start with my subscription box. So I do get one subscription box each month, and it is the Cohorted subscription box. And for May, it was a Mario Badescu themed box. This is the thing I love about Cohorted. It does give you brand themed boxes. That's why I keep subscribed to that one, because I love just getting multiple products from the same brand to try. So I have 6 products here from Mario Badescu. So the first one is the Glycolic Acid Toner. So that's a pretty good size. It's at 236ml. And I've never tried anything from this brand before. The next thing I have is a facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. I know that this one is like quite a popular like product from the brand. I know I've seen a lot of people use that one. The next thing I have, which feels like there's nothing in it, I'm not gonna lie, is the Pore Minimizer. Which I feel like I could use right now because my pores, I feel like just seem to be really big at the moment. So this is what this one looks like. I've never actually seen this product before. Next thing I have is the Caffeine Eye Cream. It's a pretty good size as well, 14 grams, so pretty much, I think that might be the full size. I then have Drying Patch. So these look to be to do with like spots, which I've wanted to try something like this for a while, but I've just never got anything in my collection. So I'm curious to see how these work, and there's 60 of those. And then last thing is the Vitamin C Cream. So this was actually the sneak peek for the month. So those are all of the products from Mario Badescu that I got in my Cohorted for May. And then I got a mystery box from my local spa. So in June, that is going to be the last one I'm going to get of that. But in May, I did pick up the mystery box, and it did come with an Elemis bag, which I love, love, love the colour of this one. So the first thing it had was a spa headband. I don't usually use these, so I'll see if anyone in my family wants this one, because I don't usually put my hair back when I do my skincare. I find that these just don't sit right on my head. I then have the Sunday Rain Body Scrub. Hopefully this is focusing. This looks like a pretty good size, to be fair. I'm not the biggest fan of their bubble bath, like I mentioned earlier in my empties, but I don't think I've tried anything else, so we'll see what I think to that. And then I have a couple of Elemis products, and that is the reason why I've been buying the mystery boxes from my local spa, because they do give Elemis products in them. So that's what makes it difficult to not want to buy them, because I love Elemis. So the first one is the papaya enzyme peel, and this is a pretty good size. This is a 50ml. I then have the dynamic resurfacing gel mask, and I then have the dynamic resurfacing facial pads. So there are, I'm not sure how many there are in here. Oh, 14. So they've given us a few products from the dynamic resurfacing range, which I don't think I've tried these. I'm not sure how my skin is going to feel with those though, because I have been having quite a few issues with sensitive skin, especially in this area, so we'll see how they work. But then I did also get the bag as well, which I think is lovely. I think I'm going to use this when I go away. So that was everything in the mystery bag, and the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually an event I went to. So I did go to a Charlotte Tilbury event in May, and it was an event where they did a masterclass. It was afternoon tea, so I actually went with my sister, and it was such a lovely day. It was at the seaside, so afterwards we went to go and get ice cream as well. So I'm a big fan of Charlotte Tilbury's makeup, so when I saw that there was an event that I could go to, I absolutely wanted to go to it. So like I said, me and my sister went, and at that event you paid so much money, but then you actually got some money back to spend on a product there. So I actually picked up the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, because I do have the foundation of this and I absolutely love it. So I wanted to try this concealer, and I've wanted to try it for a while. So I now have it. I have it in 2.5 Fair, which is what they match me to. I can now remove this out of my Sephora wish list. My sister also bought this product as well, because she's been on the hunt for a new concealer. This is what it looks like, and I will let you know when I use it what I think to it. I do want to use this with the foundation to see how it works. And I did also buy something as well. So I've wanted this lip product for a while, and again, it's been sat in my Sephora wish list for a while, kind of in that my basket a lot. So I thought, why not? Let's just buy it. I'm at the event, let's just buy it. So it was the Matte Revolution lipstick in Electric Poppy. And if this isn't a Sonia lip product, I don't know what is. So this is what it looks like on the outside, and this is the colour. It is so pretty. Hopefully this is focusing. It's like an electric pink, like a hot pink. I cannot wait to use this. I'm going to a bottomless brunch with my partner, my sister and her partner, and a couple of our friends. So I will be wearing that then, because the outfit that I've got has got pops of hot pink on it. So I'm looking forward to using that. And then I did get a couple of samples from the event as well. So I have the Magic Energy perfume that's just come out from Charlotte Tilbury. Just a little sample. I have the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes mascara sample. Not the biggest fan of this mascara, because I find it's more of a dry formula as soon as you open it, but I will try it again to see what I think. I then have the Magic Hydration Revival Cleanser. This is what it looks like. And then I have the Charlotte's Magic Cream. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Charlotte Tilbury skincare. I will use these. So that was what I got at the event. And then my sister, whilst I was visiting her, she did give me this to try as well, because she wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's the Elemis Pro Collagen Vitality Eye Cream. I had this used on me at a facial. I just loved the way that it felt on my under eyes, so looking forward to trying that. I have still so much to go, and hopefully my battery isn't going to run out, so I'm going to try and be as fast as I can, because I've got one bar. I have my ScentAddict subscription. So this, the one I got from May, was the Daisy Love So Sweet. My first impression of this is I feel like it's a really light scent. So I feel like this might be something that might fade pretty fast. I will see and let you know. And then I did get a couple of these. So this is the Essence Vault fragrances. So these are meant to be dupes for higher end perfumes. I'm not quite sure actually which ones these are. What I will do is I'll put them on the screen, and I'm pretty sure one of these is a male one that I forgot to give my partner, but I have this one at 82. These are also 8ml samples, and I think I bought them for like £4 or something on the website. And then I have a few here as well. So I have number 81. Like I said, I'll put on the screen which ones these are. I have 444. I don't know if these are focusing. I have 845. And then I have 807. So I think one of these may be a male one. So if it is, that I won't be using that one. That's for my partner. But I just wanted to try them and see if they're as good, so that I can buy something throughout the year. We will see. I'm not sure because I haven't tried those yet. I will report back on those as well as to whether it's something I would get again. And then I have a couple of Cult Beauty edits. Now, I absolutely love my Cult Beauty edits, and that is what always gets me every time, you know, not spending my money on beauty products, because I always find the Cult Beauty edits are just so good and I always want to try the products in them. So this was the trending edit, and in this one I got the True Botanicals Active Serum. So it looks like I've not actually heard of this brand before. I then have a little Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pore Tightening Toner, which this is perfect because I can take this travelling with me. I've not tried anything from Glow Recipe, but I'll show you something I have just picked up recently. I have the Outset, I don't know what this is. Oh, there we go. I have the Outset Gentle Micellar Cleanser. Ooh, I might be able to take this on holiday with me as well. I have actually had something from this brand in a Cult Beauty edit as well, but I haven't tried it yet, so this might be something else I can take away on a holiday. I have the La Roche-Posay Serum for intensive anti-dark spots, which I've got some here on my forehead. I haven't tried much from La Roche-Posay, so I'm looking forward to seeing whether that makes any difference to these up here. I then have a Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in Peachgasm. I have the one in Pinkgasm, and I do like it. So when I saw that that was in here as well, this alone is I think £30 or over, and this box was pretty much that. So this product alone, without the rest of them, was the value of the box, I think. Or like I said, this might have been a little bit more expensive, but yeah, pretty much you were getting your value in this and like one more product. I have the NARS Power Matte High Intensity Lip Pencil in Cruella. So I have got one of these, or a few of these actually. I'm really sorry about my camera. For some reason it just doesn't want to focus, and I'm not sure why. Come on, please focus. There we go. So that's what this one looks like. I then have a Say product. This is the Glossy Bounce Hydrating Lip Oil in Kiss. I've recently got a few Say products in my collection. Oh, this one, I forgot what this one looked like. It looks really pretty. Really, really, really pretty. Looking forward to using that. We're still going, we're still going. I have the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. So I have tried this before. I don't remember absolutely loving it. I just thought it was okay. And I don't really use scalp scrubs in my hair, so I'll mostly use this as a body scrub. I then have the Hourglass Unlocked Extension Mascara. So I don't know if I've tried this before. I'm not sure, but I have one now. And the last product in this box, which I think is such great value, is from Nude Sticks, I think. Yeah, Nude Sticks. And it's the Matte and Glow Core in Sunset Gold. So it's an all over face blush. And that's what it looks like. So that is everything in that box. Potentially my camera may shut off, and if so, the lighting may look a bit different later on because I might have to come back. But I have one thing left, so I might be able to get it filmed. And it is my Cult Beauty Glow Recipe themed box, which I have wanted to try more Glow Recipe. So when I saw that this came out, I was like, I'm gonna buy it because I want to try more. I can't remember exactly how much these boxes were, but they're really not that expensive considering the how much you actually get in the box. So the first thing in the box is, like I said, they're all Glow Recipe, is the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturiser. And this is what this one looks like. I then have the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Brightening Eye Gel Cream. I'm hoping I can get this on before it goes off. I then have the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. I'm going to be trying to open these fast to show you the products. So that's what this one looks like. I have the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. And that is what that one looks like. Okay, so I'm sorry if I'm in a different position, but my battery did run out on me. So I have 2 products left to talk about and then I'm done. First one is the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. So I do have another toner I could potentially take with me on holiday as well. I might take both of them just because I don't know how long they're going to last, but yeah, that is the other Glow Recipe. And then the last Glow Recipe product I got in the box was the Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Blair Drops, and it's a serum. This is what this one looks like. So I got quite a few products in that box, and I can definitely try some of them now and see what I think. I know a lot of people are a big fan of their products, but it's just not been something I have got in my collection. So I'm looking forward to trying those. And that is everything. That is everything that has come in May. I'm really hoping I don't bring this huge amount in June as well. I am definitely going to be getting my Cohorted box. Not super excited about the products, to be honest, but we'll just see from the brand. But if there's any other cult beauty edits that I do want, I may potentially pick those up. But I think the next one that's come out, I'm most probably not going to buy. But those are the only things that I feel like get me every time, is because they just have so many beautiful products in them that I want to try. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm not going to bring a bunch of things in, because I really am this year trying to work through some of my products because I have a lot. So yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.